Hello, my name is Tara, and this is ETS-Lindgren. Follow me as we gain knowledge from leading industry experts in audio, medical, filters, chambers, and much, much more. Welcome to Tara's Tech Talks. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Tara's Tech Talk. I'm here with Edwin Mendivil, our principal RF engineer at ETS-Lindgren. Edwin, thank you so much for visiting us today. Do you want to tell us a little about yourself and also your role at ETS-Lindgren?
Sure. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. I can tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in Peru.
Wow, cool.
I went to the Peruvian Military Academy,
Yep.
where I graduated as an Army officer. I served in the Army for 9 years.
Wow.
After that, I came to the US. I went to Florida Atlantic University, where I received my undergraduate and master's degree in electrical engineering.
Oh, cool.
Then I started working in testing wireless devices for over-the-air testing, electromagnetic compatibility, and specific absorption rate for pagers and cellular devices.
Yeah.
And then I started working for ETS-Lindgren around 10 years ago,
Wow.
where I joined the Test Solutions group, where we support customers with providing test solutions for existing and new systems that in order to meet the requirements from GPP or CTIA in the areas of anechoic chambers or reverberation chambers or compact antenna test ranges.
So I understand you also participate in industrial groups like 3GPP. Here, guys, 3GPP stands for Third Generation Partnership Project, and also CTIA, which is a Cellular Telephone Industrial Association. So what capacity are you participating in those groups?
Yes, I'm the representative from ETS-Lindgren and 3GPP and CTIA. We participate in 3GPP in the meetings for Round 4 and Round 5, which are the areas that cover performance and conformance testing for wireless devices.
Okay.
What we do is we, as an active member, we can propose ideas, we can correct existing test requirements,
Sure.
or update them by submitting contributions as a company, individual company, or join other companies and supporting them in their proposals too.
Of course. So as a vendor, providing market feedback from our customers and the market needs.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, wow. So in your opinion, what are some of the more interesting developments from 3GPP?
Well, 3GPP has been the driving force in cellular communication by developing new technologies like 4G and 5G,
Wow,
which is something that we can see every day, every time we use our phones.
Of course, huh?
To download any videos or pictures
Yeah.
or movies by
Streaming, right?
Streaming, yeah, by looking at the speed that we can achieve nowadays.
Sure, of course. Are you able to tell us a little bit about the upcoming developments from 3GPP as well?
Yes, 3GPP, the work of 3GPP is not secret, it's open to the public. So what 3GPP is currently working is working on a 5G, new 5G features, but also is working on what is called 5G Advanced, which is going to have, is going to be enhancing the 5G features that we currently have, like artificial intelligence,
Of course,
and extended reality. This is going to create a highly intelligent network.
Right. To support that, right? Yeah.
With a great variety of new user cases.
Sure.
And And also, it will be including machine-based learning techniques that will be incorporated into different levels of the network.
Wow. And also, I don't think it will be a surprise we start talking about 6G in sometime soon, right?
Yeah, 6G we'll be starting working on 6G and 3GPP in the next maybe 3-4 years.
Wow. So how does 3GPP anticipate, like how the market direction is going to be, and what would be the next generation of mobile devices upcoming?
Yes, 3GPP is also a contribution-driven organization, and any member can propose any new idea, and those new ideas are evaluated by the group.
Right.
And if the group thinks that it's a good idea, it will create what is called a study item, which is going to be in charge of looking at the feasibility of the implementation of the new idea.
Of course.
At the end, this creates what's called a test report.
Okay.
If the test report decides that this is feasible, then 3GPP may decide to create one work item or multiple work items in order to create the specifications. At the end of the work item, will come out is going to be what's called a technical specification or TS document, which is a set of a specification for the new technology. Once the TS is released, it's fully contained, and it means that all the technologies inside can be fully deployed.
So I know 3GPP has been around for quite a while, right? It's not a brand new group. So what are some latest challenges that 3GPP is addressing based on the evolving, updating standards and changes in technologies?
Well, 3GPP is still working on 5G, mainly on 5G, and some of the work items that are currently being looked at are related to network capacity, latency, coverage, power efficiency, and also mobility.
Of course.
And also they are looking into improving artificial intelligence and extended reality.
Wow. So I know 3GPP is not the only group we work with. We mentioned CTIA before. I know we're also on the CTIA committee. So what's the purpose of CTIA? Do you mind just to clarify that for us?
Yeah, CTIA is an international non-profit membership organization.
Okay.
It is based in Washington, D.C. CTIA represents wireless carriers, represents suppliers and manufacturers of wireless products. It's basically a certification program for the wireless industry.
Okay.
It creates its own set of test requirements and manages a program to certify labs and certified wireless devices.
Okay. So what's the difference between CTIA and 3GPP then?
3GPP creates the specifications, and those specifications can be turned into a standard.
Okay.
And CTIA uses that standard in order to create a set of requirements in order to certify products on labs.
What are some upcoming developments from CTIA? Is there any you can share with us?
CTIA has multiple subgroups that works in different areas.
Right.
They are very active. They meet frequently. Normally it's at least once a month.
Okay.
And also it comes out with new test versions of the test plan every 6 months. But I would say that major changes are coming up. It's going to be in the areas of NR, FR1 MIMO, and also for reverberation chambers, and 5G, and also millimeter wave, 5G millimeter wave.
Wow. So how does all the work, like, working with all those groups from ETSI, 3GPP to CTIA, do they come together and talk about standards, or, any upcoming developments in the industry that is needed?
Yeah, they interact. They have some interaction between CTIA and 3GPP.
Okay.
But normally the way it works is 3GPP creates the specifications with their technical specification documents. And those that technical specification is transposed by the standard development organization like ETSI.
Right.
And it's turned into a standard document either for local or international use.
Of course.
And once that is released and then the new technologies are deployed, CTIA will create a set of requirements for their certification program that can be used by the wireless industry.
Wow. So it sounded like 3GPP is setting up the standard and the CTIA is implementing based on the standard to provide a procedure of testing.
Yeah. CTIA manages the certification program, so they are the ones in charge of certifying the labs and certifying the devices.
Of course. Now, a very interesting question. How about ETS-Lindgren? How do we assist our customers to make sure that our customers will keep up with the standard changes and make sure they have the latest technology to verify their products or supporting their customers? So what do we do in this loop?
Well, as we are active members in these groups, in either 3GPP or CTIA, what we do is we have to constantly update our test systems to meet the new test requirements.
Right.
And we provide these test systems to our customers in order for them to meet the requirements and being able to certify their devices. So we help them by providing the tools for them to test according to requirements, at the same time help them to build a better product.
Of course. Thank you so much. So I'm sure we receive feedback from customer, right? Or let's just say market feedback from customers regarding the testing standards and what type of requirement that they're driving towards. So what type of input do when we receive from the customer that can we brought back to various different test bodies to to basically provide them market feedback from a vendor point of view?
Normally, when we receive feedback from our customers, we can follow the process from 3GPP or CTIA, and we can submit contributions according to this feedback in order to modify changes and create new test requirements or correct any mistakes. These contributions can be done by ourselves individually as a company, or we can do it jointly with other companies. Or also sometimes the feedback we get is just in order for companies that are looking for support in order to have a stronger case for their ideas when they submit it to specifically to 3GPP.
Of course. So, okay. Thank you so much, Edwin. I think, this meeting has been so informative. I'm sure we all learned so much about, our wireless technologies and how we can better support our customers. So we're looking forward to having you with us on future episodes. Thank you so much.
And thank you for having me here. Looking forward to being here again.
Thank you.